What's going on, everyone? Holy shit. Another Sony live service game just got canceled. We have to stand up for this. Oh man. Nah, man, you know what? It's crazy. This dude Jim Ryan and Herman Host being a leader is just looking terrible. I said the same thing. Remember all my videos where I was telling people that what are you gonna do with a game with a spear and a bow as an MMO? Like, I just think that they were just going way too far off the rail and making live service games for aspects that just didn't make any sense. But oh my god, this is terrible. You know how much money Sony has lost in the last year and a half, 2 years off of this crap? Longer actually, because how long have they been in development? And I've said it in my videos too. And you have some of these parties coming here attacking me. I said PlayStation is failing because of bad leadership and bad decisions. Now this has been canceled. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and let's look at this comment right here. They say Xbox has bad management. This is another level of mismanagement. Oh yeah, we know this, but they're doing way better now. Made a huge turnaround. Year's looking really good. Then they just announced some more games for Game Pass. Another one bites the dust. Over a year ago, Sony announced a strategic partnership with Korean publisher NCSoft, with the speculated goal being to create a multi-format MMO based on the Horizon franchise, which I was like, wrong game. You know what I mean? At the time, CEO Jim Ryan, Rio again, said, partner with NCSoft advances our strategy to expand beyond console and broaden PlayStation's reach to a wider audience. You know, when they say dumb stuff like this, you make it think like he's up like this, he's saying that, and Sony's all this and that, and you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're just being an idiot though, because I could have told you that that's not going to go well and you should cancel it. But they say stuff like that, and then people read it and they think all positive, and it's like, no, this is just all bad, right? Um, Sean Layden thought that, and so did Shuhei, but they both got removed, right? And I've highlighted the guy who did that to them, Yoshidia. Just type in Sony CEO, you'll see who the guy is. He's the one that did that. And actually, I can highlight him real quick. Like SIE, NCSoft shares a similar vision in creating high quality, impactful entertainment experiences for players everywhere. And together, we're excited to collaborate to push the boundaries of gaming further. You mean you're collaborating to run into a wall with a train and or drive the train off of the railroad tracks into the ocean, right? Or into a Grand Canyon, and you're gonna fall so far down that you're not gonna be able to recover and explode. Yeah, if you mean that as a metaphor, I can believe that because that's exactly what you did, buddy. That's why you had to get the hell out of there. The game, named both Project H and Project Skyline internally, was apparently targeting PlayStation 5, PC, and mobile as part of PlayStation's aim to reach more players. Yeah, I don't know about that. But the game appears to have been canceled as NCSoft falls upon hard times. So does Sony. So, in a New Year address earlier this month, co-CEO Kim Takjin and Park Byung Mo said in a statement to staff, let's make 2025 a year of bone-crushing efforts. With the mindset that if we don't turn around by 2025, NCSoft will never have a future. No pressure, eh? Well, I don't know what to say after this. And, if y'all don't know about NCSoft, they've been around a while. Lineage, Ion, tried to compete with WoW, Blade and Soul. They've always made like Korean grindy MMOs. I played their games back in the days, you know what I mean? They're not too bad. Following a round of layoffs in October last year, a new report by Korean publication MTN reveals that the aforementioned Project H has been canceled as part of a feasibility review. Staff will now apparently be transferred to a different project. It's important to note that this game is not to be confused with a separate online multiplayer version of Horizon, confirmed to be in development at series creator Gorilla. Yeah, they're not being affected, but still, this is still not good news. That game, as far as we understand, still very much remains in production for now. But why are you making a multiplayer Horizon game? Why not make the next gen Killzone after you've like made jumps? Like it's like all these decisions are dumb to me. What is wrong with these people? What are they doing? They're lost, man. They really don't know what they're doing. Like I said, blowing the whole generation. So all this Xbox is dead stuff. Look how fast that backfired into y'all's face. Wake up. Get in touch with reality here. But Sony's been having a particularly tough time expanding its business recently. A live service God of War, as we know, got developed by Bluepoint, who should have been doing something else, got canceled, along with a second title, Sony Ben Studio, who should have been making Days Gone 2. And they said they wanted to do that. Sony denied it and put them on that. Like I said, bad leadership. They got canceled. So let's go over here as we see. Concord taken offline, refunds issued. Unannounced God of War game canceled. Last of Us Online canceled. Spider-Man: The Great Web canceled. Ben Studio canceled. Twisted Metal canceled. London Studios co-op game canceled. Shut them down. Deviation Games multiplayer game canceled. Payback canceled. Horizon MMO NCSoft canceled. Marathon not going to do well. Fair game, you better cancel that. Bungie's Gummy Bears, they're trying to make some Smash Brothers type clone. Don't do it. You should like, what are y'all doing? What's going on, man? Nintendo Switch about to come around the corner, and you know what's about to happen. So this is terrible, man. Now, before we get back to this, let's see what the Days Gone dev had to say. Days Gone dev says it still plans to create cool shit for PlayStation 5 after live service cancellation. Cruising for a bruising. Meaning this is what they want to do. They didn't want to do that, I'm pretty sure. It's not their fault. They got forced. Now watch this. PlayStation 5 fans have been left bemused by the news that Ben Studio was working on a live service game which was canceled as part of an internal review recently. Earlier last year, a job listing noted that the Oregon-based outfit, best known for its work on Days Gone and Siphon Filter series, PS1 days, I don't know about that, was looking for a lead project manager with experience on AAA live service games. However, Ben Studio is one of Sony's oldest first-party studios. And while it has added multiplayer modes to a multitude of its games, it's best known for single-player campaigns. And the next project has been described as its best yet and the next generation of Ben Studios, with the repeatedly mentioning that it's building from the blueprints established by Days Gone. We were anticipating some kind of open world then. I'll keep this short. Thanks for the love and support, everyone, especially to those who have reached out. P.S. We still plan on creating cool shit. I like the Days Gone studio. So... Responding to the craziness, community manager Kevin McAllister thanks fans for the love and support and promised it still plans on creating cool, as we just saw that stuff, but exactly how much work it'll be able to salvage, if any, is unclear. With games taking at least 5 years to make these days, there's still a good chance we may not be playing Ben Studio's next title till PS6, pretty much. When you consider that Days Gone launched all the way back in 2019, it's perfectly feasible we could go 10 years without seeing a new title for the team. I don't think it's going to take that long. But knowing that, you know that they're not getting shut down because it's Sony's fault. They didn't do anything wrong. They were just doing what they told them to do. They didn't have a choice. One of the Days Gone EX director had said that, you know, it's not their fault and it's rough times. The one who they fired who was mad because he said they should have been doing Days Gone too, he was right. He said that, y'all. As a matter of fact, what we could do is EX Days Gone director. He had said something recently. We can find it. Days Gone creative director upset Deacon is an Astrobot. I remember that, which is actually funny. He had said something recently. Yeah, John Garvin right here. This is the article I was talking about. What did he say? Oh yeah, it was reportedly reported that the PlayStation had canceled 2 live service projects from Blueprint Games and Ben Studio, 2 of the platform holders' first-party teams. While the team and resources wasted, let's go all the way down to see what he says. This ultimately led to the departure of Jeff Ross and John Garvin, both of the game's directors, and Ben Studio set to work on a brand new IP. Yeah, all that shakeup happened, by the way, because the Days Gone sequel didn't happen. It should have happened, idiots. Ben Studio didn't reveal much about its original project aside from the fact that it would utilize Days Gone's open world systems, which we did see. But John Garvin recently took to Twitter to sympathize with the affected Ben Studio staff, stating that this is a time for empathy, regardless of anyone's opinions on live service games or PlayStation first-party strategy. Garvin added that He hopes for the best for Ben Studio, a sentiment that would no doubt be appreciated by the developers. True doesn't make it suck less for the devs who have no choice. You see what he just said? Who have no choice. I tell this to people all the time when they see all these invasions come in and developers being forced to like make these type of decisions. Either you do it or you lose your job and get removed, like certain people did. Look at what happened to Sean Layden. Look at what happened to Shuhei. In that interview, you said they force removed him. Then when it doesn't go well, whose fault is it? If they don't have a choice, the one who made you make that decision. Sony's fault. And all the other invasions behind that. And that's where he said that, it doesn't make it suck less for who devs who have no choice. It seems Garvin is convinced that Sony itself opted to end development of Ben Studios live service games rather than the developers, which may just be true since the cancellation happened after a recent PlayStation first party portfolio review. And a lot of this is happening because of Concord, y'all. Sony is scared because of the Concord failure. What I'm surprised is how they haven't canceled Fair Game yet. What do they have with that? Did they think it's going to be better than these games that were canceled? I don't know. Don't launch that shit. That's not going to work. So yeah, some turnarounds are happening big time. Think about the PSVR 2. That also failed this generation. How many failures has Sony had? They're having way more failures than Microsoft. But because of that digital carryover and just moving hardware, people think it looks good. Gosh, no, this is the worst generation ever for PlayStation. Microsoft is doing better. They had a better first party lineup last year and the year before, and it's looking way better this year. Give credit where it's due. There's some things they're doing that are better. They're just not selling as much because it's a brand issue worldwide. But in NA, they're doing fine. But when it comes to Europe, that's the problem. It's just hardware though. But if we look at every other department, it's not looking so hot. Man, though, this is crazy. So I expect Fair Game to get canceled. If not, they don't know what they're doing. But let me know what y'all think. Boy, boy, boy. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, y'all.